Here we are. All right, everybody, let's do this thing. Welcome to game 2 of 6 of this weekend that we are doing. This is a charity event. Hopefully we're going to raise some money for Color of Change and the Bail Project, supporting protesters both in the US and around the world who are protesting for Black Lives Matter and against police brutality wherever it festers. My name is Hallie. I am the channel and the charity stream organizer. Hello! You all have seen my face many times over the course of many years on this. God, so long, like thousands of hours. Why? So we're gonna play a really fun system based off of the Fantasy Age system. This is, however, a Dragon Age flavored one that I'm very excited about because I am an OG Dragon Age fangirl and I'm super ready for this. So, however, disclaimer, none of us have really played this before except for Lucas, and he's played it once. So we're going to be cheating because I've got all of these printouts in case I don't know what we're supposed to roll. It's a D6 system.
Agreed.
It's very different than a lot of other systems, Pathfinder, D&D, some of the major systems out there. But I wanted to play some Dragon Age, so I was selfish. So you all know, Chatbot is going to be putting up the links that you can donate to. You can go to our Twitter page at terrible_party and see everything that's pinned there. The donate links are pinned. There's a giveaway that's live for like dice gift certificates and a gift certificate to Swords Fall and all kinds of really awesome, amazing stuff that you have a pretty decent chance right now at winning. Thank you everyone who has been donating. You have helped us raise $260 out of 1,000 already, which is kind of incredible. I'm very grateful to you all for that. Yay, Dragon Age! Yes, we're playing Dragon Age. So it's, I'm excited about this. We're going to be kind of running it on rails because it's a one-shot. So there will be kind of, maybe not predictable, but there'll be kind of beats to the story. Unfortunately, we had a couple of folks who couldn't make it today, so Sam and B, we miss you. We hope that you can play with us later sometime. But we are going to carry on. So, no backseat gaming. It's in the tags. Please don't backseat game us, because we'll figure it out. We'll get there. I promise we will. Do you all want to introduce yourselves and your characters? And actually, if you all want to change your display name, I forgot to mention that, in the settings on Roll20, you can change your display name so that everyone knows who you are playing. You can switch that out. But I'm Hallie, at Hallie the DM on Twitter. I don't use Twitter a lot for my own personal sake, because the Bird app is cursed and social media is bad for my mental health, so I tend to stay off of that. Yeah, so everyone's changing their names. Fabulous, fabulous. Lucas, do you want to introduce yourself and your character right now?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I am Lucas. I'm from Norway. I'm not sure what more to say.
You do art!
It works.
I do art. I have an Instagram, Lucas_Leaf, where I just open for commissions if someone is interested.
Yay!
Yeah, I am playing Avandrus Cremona, who is a Tevinter Leathan.
Oh my god.
Or how you pronounce that. Which is a commoner into winter, but with magic. Who has, for some reason, made theirself down into the rest of the country.
One above
human, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, a human.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What class?
Mage.
Mage. There are three major classes in the system. Some of you might be used to more complicated class systems and some of the other big TTRPGs, but for a Dragon Age, what's interesting is they break you out into three major classes: Warrior, Rogue, and Mage. And then based on your background, you get additional bonuses depending on geographically where you're from. So it's really interesting. Who wants to, which one of the other two want to go? Who wants to go? Saf wants to go? Go.
I guess I can go.
Go.
I'm playing a a Tevian wayfarer called Pura Velir. I guess I'm kind of like the face of the party, which is going to be interesting. Also, I'm Saffron. Hi.
Yay!
That
And I love that pink hair.
I know.
Your hair is great.
Yeah, I wanted to braid it for like my roguiness because I'm playing a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Thematic hair. And then Justana?
Hi, I'm Justana. I'm playing Anira. She's an escaped slave. So that's going to be interesting with Evandris, and she's also a mage. And so there's a reason she's here in Ferelden instead of not in Tevinter. And I've been playing Dragon Age off and on for quite a while, but I'm not an OG like Hallie. But I usually prefer Archer Rogues, but I wanted to go Mage.
Mage. I'm going to try really hard not to kill them because they don't technically have a meat shield. So this will be interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. They know a little bit of background. So the three of these folks have been traveling through Ferelden and have now landed in the Sothmere Valley, and it's named after the village of Sothmere. And the freemen of this place have had a hard life for many generations. The ground here is a lot less fertile than in other parts of Ferelden, so their growing season is much shorter, and they have few artisans, few craftsmen, so there's just not much to keep people here. Anyone with any skill or talent, as soon as they grow up, it's like growing up in like an area that I grew up in is like rural, and as soon as you leave, you go to the big city. Everyone goes to Denerim, everyone leaves the country, like everyone just leaves.
Yeah.
So life is really, really hard here. It's hard scrabble. And then, because of the village's proximity to the Kokari wilds, it's even more dangerous. So not only do you have to scrap and scrape for everything you have, but, you know, things can come out of the wilderness anytime that it wants to. The villagers here over the last several years have formed kind of not a peace treaty, but a pact with the Chase and Wilder people, and they trade. And so this has kind of brought a little bit of life to this valley in the last few years. On top of the fact that when you all arrived the previous night, they don't really have an inn here. It's more like the bar has a loft, and they rented you the loft to sleep in. And the bartender told you the night before, well, if you want to rest, you might as well stay here through the next day, because we are having a festival. And he pointed up the hill, up over the horizon, where you can see a large building being erected. And he tells you that this is a fort. So King Alistair of Ferelden has decided that this valley, because of its proximity to the Kokari wilds, needs a little bit more protection, and they've started to build a fort. So soldiers are being sent. There's a small battalion of soldiers right now, but they're basically, the people sell this as an excuse to have a party and get real drunk and throw axes at things, because what else are you gonna do?
Sounds good to me.
And so the next day there is a festival that's going to happen. And you also know this about the Sothmere Valley, is that what they do grow here is a grain called riot. And it is a really hard, think like barley. It's a really hardy grain that you can make bread out of, you can brew into beer, you can do all kinds of things with. And it's one of the few places in Ferelden that this is grown. So now people are recognizing, oh, we have the technology, we can do more things with this grain, and so trade is slowly starting to come through here. Let me see here. There is an Arl of this place. He doesn't live anywhere near this place, because why would he? He's rich and a noble. His name is Arl Wojciech Neruda. So just if you hear that name...
Wait, check Aruda.
I'll put it in chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, I'm going to butcher that spelling. That's
I mean, it's Dragon Age.
There we go.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
There you go.
Were they mentioned at all? Were they referenced at all in the Landsmeet and Origins?
No.
Okay.
This is many years after that.
Okay.
Yeah. The king has been ruling for 8 years. So this is a little while after the Blight and the defeat of the archdemon at the hands of the hero Ferelden and the king.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a little while. But you all wake up the next morning and you hear, hit it again! And then you hear a thunk. That axe almost took your head off, you stupid! And you just hear people, like, milling about, and you hear the creak of wagon wheels, and you hear kids yelling, and lots of activity outside of your rented loft. What would you all like to do?
That's a good question.
So you do have some money from your last job. You're kind of free-roaming
We
mercenaries. You have a little bit of coin. Most of the things in small towns like this are going to cost copper instead of silver. So you do smell food. You smell smells like a sour, yeasty ale somewhere close by. Could be from the floor of the tavern. You have no idea. And I will say, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have everyone make a perception hearing check. So checks, this is a D6 system.
Hey,
So you're going to roll all 3 of your D6s plus your perception ability, and then if you have a hearing focus, you're going to add a +2 to that.
8.
Okay.
8.
Plus, so I roll all 3 of these,
Mm-hmm.
including my...
Yep.
Okay. 9... 6 plus 9, 6, 12. Let's go. 15.
Oof.
10.
The only
Okay.
time I'm gonna roll well.
on the very first perception check. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Well, I wrote 2 1s.
Oh, no! Oh, God, that hurts. Get it out of the way now. Get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
So, Pyrrha, you actually kind of see, like, a shadow. You're not... It looks like a really quick, almost violent shadow outside, and when you look out, you can see someone has erected this big, like, almost not completely rotted through, but really janky-looking board, and they are throwing axes at it. And you see these 3 human men they're blunted, but taking blunted axes from a dwarven man. And he's like, place your bets, place your bets. It's the axe throwing contest. We're smiting the darkspawn. And you can actually see now there's like a crudely drawn outline of like a almost devilish looking darkspawn on the board. And they're starting to attract a little bit of a crowd. So you now realize that was that thunk noise you were hearing repeatedly.
Okay.
Yeah. And somehow it's only like 10 in the morning and these guys are already toasted. They're already drunk.
I mean, it's the festival, right?
It's the festival.
Supposed to be that way.
It's a party.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that information to everyone else, and then I'm gonna... Is this like a thing where we all can just join in and like throw axes?
Yep.
Or is it... Okay.
Yep.
Well...
They seem to be
That's the most...
moving people through the line pretty quickly at the dwarven,
You know what?
like,
I'm gonna hop
caretaker
on
is
that
doing it.
line.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I want food first.
Yeah, oh, there's plenty of
Okay.
that. I mean, it's very hearty country-style food. It's thick loaves of kind of grainy, almost seedy bread. There's, like, big hunks of meat being carved. There's all kinds of stuff happening outside.
Do I see anything that looks a little bit better?
No.
Just watch.
No.
I don't care. As long as it fills my belly, I don't care.
There you go. It's mostly like
I got-
venison, that kind of thing.
I starved. I don't care. As long as it'll go down easy and won't come out bad, I'm fine.
I love
It's
that.
edible, right?
It's edible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not... Kids are running around with, like, pieces of fruit in their hand. They're all sticky
Okay,
already.
perfect.
Yeah, from toffee. There are some small orchards in the area. I mean, people have really turned out. And you do see, as you all make your way out of the tavern, you do see armed and armored soldiers. But they are... these aren't the cream of the crop, you know, like what you'd see in Denerim. These are countryside soldiers who are probably posted at the fort, and their boss probably told them, yeah, you get an hour, go to the festival, and just don't come back drunk, kind of a thing.
Not some Templars or Seekers there, no?
No. They have basic weapons, a long sword and a shield, a long bow, or 2 axes. I mean, they're kitted out kind of like mercenaries.
Yeah, I make sure to use my quarterstaff as a walking stick.
Probably a good call. You don't know the opinions of mages in this area, but if it's anything else like the rest of Ferelden, probably can take a decent guess.
Yeah. Habit I developed as I made my way south.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably a good call. Okay.
I will see if I find some decent fruit.
Yeah, it's not hard to do that. There's a little kid that kind of brushes against you and is like, "Hey, I got an apple. Okay, bye," and then bolts off. Just like,
That's cute.
okay. Random child.
What's the age range of the kids that are running around?
It's everywhere from little tykes who are holding on to their parents' hands to, like older teenagers who are probably going to get into trouble later.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
The village isn't hurting for population in the last few years, especially because of trade being more established, but, I mean, this is a place of, roughly 200 people. It's still pretty small.
Okay.
There's definitely more than 200 people here now, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a party.
It is a party.
It is a party. So let me actually, switch y'all over here so you can kind of get an idea. What they've done is they put the basic... I gotta get you on here, just Anna. Sorry about that. They have put the bulk of the tents and all of the festivities up on this very, very slight incline. They're clearly not worried about the cows milling about. It's free-range cows. It's fine.
Who's gonna steal the cows, honestly?
True.
I will make
Maybe
very
they're
sure not
meat.
to step on anything disgusting on the ground.
Same.
I'm just gonna put you on the map here. I just grabbed a
Perfect.
random token there.
That works.
Yeah. And there we go. Perfect. You all should have control of that. You can move those around. So yeah, this is just to give you kind of an idea of the layout. And it's getting crowded already as you kind of mill about. So, Piera, did you want to do the axe thing?
Yes.
So it's over here, kind of off to the side. And
Okay.
as you step up, the very, very round dwarven man who's standing there with his blunted axes, and you can see him like clicking the silver he's already collected in his hand, and he's like, and he sees just axes smart the dark spawn.
I love that. Okay. So this is gonna be fun. I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, I would like to, just,
Smite
play.
the dark
I would
spawn!
like to, yeah, fight the dark spawn.
Okay.
I love how awkward I am. This is
No,
great.
it's good. So he says, aha, very good. So you get 3 throws for 3
Okay.
copper. Or you get 6
Okay.
throws for 5 copper.
We'll just do the 3 throws for right now.
Alright. So point system is real easy. Hit it in the head, 5 points. Hit it in the
Okay.
body, 3 points. Hit it
Okay.
anywhere else in the body, 1 point. Miss, nothing. 5, 3,
Okay.
1, nothing.
5,
That's
3,
the rest of the
1.
body. I mean, I don't think Darkspawn have... It kind of looks at you very curiously. I don't want to know.
Fair enough. I guess I'll take my 3 chances and
Okay,
throw.
so this
And I'll hand him my
has-
copper.
Okay, so you give him the copper, And he takes it, puts it away, and hands you 3 blunted axes. They look and feel identical to you. So this is a strength contest.
Oh boy.
Because you're hucking it, right? So it's a strength ability roll. If you have an axes focus, you get a +2. Okay, so it's 3d6 plus your strength.
Okay. That's a 0, so it's gonna be interesting. Okay,
Roll good, roll good.
Roll good. Come on.
Yeah, 10.
10! Woo! Okay. So you see
I'm doing okay.
Pierre throw the first one, and you think just for a second it's gonna hit it in the face, but it hits it just in, like, the collarbone area instead. You came pretty close, so that's 3 points. He sees your throw and he goes, "Ha ha ha! We got an expert over here, ladies and gentlemen, and peoples of all kinds and ages. Looky here! Take your next one." Hand you the next axe.
Okay. Okay, that is a 9.
A 9, okay. The next one lands almost right next to the first one. And you've lined him up almost right on the same line, and he goes, "Ho, ho, 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 ho! She's got your number," and pointing at 2 drunk guys behind you, Vera. They're like, "Oh, very funny." All right, one more.
Okay. Okay. That is a 11.
Ooh! Okay.
I'm rolling okay.
You're rolling okay. This one lands just under the chin. You just missed the head by like a hair, because it did have a target number of 12. And you see it almost splits the wood, how forcefully you throw it in. And he goes, "I think she wins." And he rustles around down in these bags that he's got on the ground and pulls out a bottle of wine and hands it to you. "Your prize, my lady."
Thank you.
Enjoy with the compliments of the house. The rest of you chuckleheads gotta line up next. Come on, come on, come on. And you see a couple of people like who had been placing little subtle bets on you. They're like, clearly they lost some money.
Yeah, they didn't expect the small girl to hit very well.
Nope.
Okay, so I got wine. Is it a specific wine, or is it just...
Yeah, it's a dwarven... It's actually a dwarven ale wine.
Okay.
So they brew it in... Or they... Not brew it, but they store it in ale barrels.
Okay. I'm adding that to my backpack.
There you go.
And that's it for me.
All right.
That was good.
Anyone else wanting to do anything specific?
Just wanted to get some food.
Yep, you can definitely do that. Food here, you can get a big, like, think like Renaissance fair plate of food, like a turkey leg and like a big thing of bread and all of that for 2 copper. It's enough to feed like 3 people.
Cool.
Is there only humans here?
No. It's actually pretty well split between humans, elves, and dwarves. Surprisingly enough.
I forget the conversion between copper and silver.
Oh, butts. Does anyone remember?
10, I think?
It might be 10.
Yeah?
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
10 copper to a silver, sure.
And then it's 100 to a gold, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Of course, that was the one thing that I forgot to look up.
It all works out.
All right. Yeah, food can be found. As you're kind of all lingering and milling about, you see jugglers. There's a fire breather. There's no magic. It's all just tricks, right? You see one guy and he's making like really complicated paper puppets that he's given out to the kids. He's like, it almost looks like origami. Like he's folding these things really, really fast and then drawing little faces on them and giving them to the kids. And the kids are super delighted and they run off with them. And then you hear, "Sight broke my puppet!" And all of that's happening.
Oh, like children losing their balloons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yep, same thing. Yep. It's great until someone drops it in the mud and then it's all gone. You do see, I will say that one thing you all do notice is there are just a handful of these soldiers and they're really just kind of there. One of them is very drunk already, who clearly wasn't listening to his, his lieutenant. But one guy has this really heavy belt on and he's standing there and he's watching everyone going back for it. It looks a little more serious. And you overhear as you walk by someone reference this person named Sheriff Milo.
Sheriff Milo.
Sheriff Milo. He's an older man with a big, long, braided white beard. He looks like he could maybe be half dwarf. He's not as tall as most other humans, and he has like the big, glorious beard that you would expect from a dwarven man. But you also do notice that from the knee down on his right leg, he is wearing a wooden prosthetic. And he's armed, but I think he just kind of looks like he's just there. He passes right over all of you, says hi to a couple kids.
Okay.
There would be no reason I would tell you that.
I know. I was like, I'm trying to figure that out.
As you all kind of mill about and you're walking around enjoying the festival, and you are, "Woo, thank you for the raid, what's up?" Real Women of Gaming is raiding us. Hello, friends. I know these friends. So thank you. Who are my mages again? Anira and Evandris. Okay. The two of you turn and you spot this kind of, like, she almost looks crumpled. Human woman. I'm gonna reference this. In the animated original Sleeping Beauty from Disney, what Maleficent looks like as an old woman.
Oh!
Like that, right? She's got the hood up, and she's in the corner, and she is
Does
like...
she have apples?
No apples. She's kind
No
of
apples.
clicking something between her fingers, and then
Snow White.
she's... Snow White, thank you, yes. Gosh, sleeping brain. Thank you. I knew my brain was going to dribble out of my ears already. And she starts muttering to herself, and then she reaches into her bag, and she pulls out a sprig of something, holds it up to the sun, throws it back in her bag. She has the mark of a chastened on her forehead. It's kind of like three-pronged trident. It's of the chastened tribes in the area. The different tribes have different marks, but you've definitely seen that before. No one seems to be paying her any mind.
Is there possible to, like, sense magic?
Yeah, I think you could. You know what, let me, for anyone who's not familiar with this system, the sheets definitely look a little bit different. So, you could do a cunning arcane lore check.
Oh, I got, I
Yeah.
almost had proficiency in that.
Anyone who wants to make that attempt could definitely do that.
Ooh. 15.
15, jeez.
I got arcane lore as a thing, so
That's awesome.
As a focus, that's
10.
good. 10, okay.
plus I rolled a 6 on
I'm
one of
not
my
rolling
dice,
well.
so it's
Okay, 15, yeah, that's really good. That would be considered a hard on the test difficulty. Yeah, Evandris, you've read things about chastened beliefs. It's definitely something you studied while in Tevinter. They're interesting. They're still not...
I do also have the lore thing.
That's a plus.
novice.
Did you add that too? Was that part of the 15?
No,
So it's
but
17.
that's just I don't think. Does it add anything? I just have the lore.
The skill focus, when you have it in parentheses.
No, I added the skill focus, but I have the lore like specialist or something.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at this again. You still know enough. You know more than enough. This is probably what would be considered a wild mage of the chastened. However, wild mages tend to not live as long as this woman appears to be of age, because their magic tends to overwhelm their bodies at some point or another, and either they die in battle or they get taken away, and the rumor has always been that they get taken away into the Fade. That one day they just don't wake up after dreaming their way into the Fade.
Yeah.
So she's of an age.
Okay.
She's unique. Do you want to try to talk to her, or are you just going to walk by?
Yeah, I kind of want to talk to her.
Okay. Fair enough. Do you approach, or do you just stand there and stare at her?
No, I wander over.
Okay.
Hi. How is your day at the festival?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I am.
To Winter, huh? Starts fussing with these little, like, they almost look like knucklebone charms, right? On a long leather cord that she's just kind of clicking as she fusses with them. What do you want?
Yeah, I'm kind of standing back and kind of keeping an eye.
Okay.
What you got there?
None of your business. What do you want with old Storyanka? Huh?
Just wondering, you are old to be...
You trying to be smart, kid?
Trying. Failing, I see.
Apparently. Yeah, your mama didn't teach you very well.
No.
No. What do you want? She's
Just
leaning
wondering...
really heavily on this, like, gnarled black wooden cane.
Just wondering what you're doing here.
I live here.
At the festival?
No, in Sothmere, you smart-ass little shit.
Do you have any plans here today, or are you just wandering around?
She kind of hoists the cane up a little bit and points the end of it at Sheriff Milo. I'm here because he asked me to be here.
Asked you, why?
She's looking at your two companions like, what the fuck?
I mean...
I'm here in case anybody gets too smart with old Belgrade's axes over there, and I gotta bandage them up. People do stupid shit when they're drunk.
Yep.
Including blunted axe fights. Have you ever seen that? Two guys wailing at each other and they can't get past their stupid tunics with blunted axes, and then someone gets the real bright idea to pull a dagger. That's what happened the last time.
Can't say I have. As you well noted, I'm from Winter.
Yeah. Get out more.
I love this.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Get out?
Kinda.
You ended in the ass end of Ferelden, kid. Where the fuck do you think you are?
In the ass end of Ferelden,
In the ass end of Ferelden. Go to Denerim. Go to Navarra. Go see the Mortalitazi. Go live.
I love this old lady.
She's just agitated. She's like baffled and agitated with you at the same time. Just doesn't know what to make of this fucking kid.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I got business to attend to, and I don't need you snooping around. Go on.
Well,
Go on.
Snooping around, though.
I go.
She goes back to
Love
clicking her
it so
bones.
much.
Can we bring her with us?
Yes.
I already have a demand from Bran that I'm supposed to show this lady up in future games. So he's like...
The way it should be.
I love her sass.
That'll be me when I'm that age. Just like, fuck off. It's like, get out of here.
Talk to the old ladies. I love them.
I've lived long enough. I don't want to see you around. But Old Stroyanka is her name. I'll put that in
Old.
chat for you.
Thank you.
Yep. There you go.
What?
Okay. Old.
I will go over to my fellow companions.
Okay.
That was a feisty old woman.
You clearly don't know how to talk to old women.
No.
At least that kind of old woman.
Mostly spend my time reading. Not much of a talker.
I mean, I got you. I will handle the next person. I think we should go talk to Mayor Milo.
Sheriff.
Sheriff.
He is the
Yeah,
burgomaster,
sheriff.
so he's technically the mayor, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
But
It seems weird that he has hired a mage.
yeah, we should definitely go check him out. I guess we make our way towards the Sheriff Milo.
You can do that. He is standing with a small group of just citizens, just chatting. He's got a big old turkey leg in one hand, and he's talking with his mouth full.
Oh,
Yep,
boy.
that's what we're rolling with right now.
Amazing. I walk up and I introduce myself. I'm like, hello, I'm Pura. How are you? What are you up to?
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Doesn't seem to be talking to you. He's like he's doing the like politician thing, like nice to see you, nice to see you, nice to see. Oh, newcomers, welcome to Sothmere. Welcome. Partake, and he's pointing with the turkey leg the whole time. Partake of the glorious food and axes. Oh, wait a second. Hold on there. And he looks at you real like squinty-eyed for a second, Piera. You won the axe throwing contest, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, we got a champion right here. Hey, everybody, come and look at the young lady, the one that, like, he's just starting to yell.
Oh, boy. I just say, like, how are you? Like, what's this town like? Why would you hire a maid? I don't think I would say that, but...
Please do.
Okay, why would you hire a maid? Like, what's your shtick?
Just
I'm
pepper
great.
it with
I'm great at this.
questions.
Being the face of the party, baby. This is my roles now. Like, that really, I love this.
I love this so much. It's like the most awkward ever. It's like baby adventurers. Here we go. We're gonna ask just upfront questions, and then the next time around, we learn piece by piece what not to do. He waits until you're done going through your like line of questions, and he's chewing on his turkey leg for a second. Oh, old Stroyanka? She's lived here for well, as long as my son's been alive, so damn near 40 years. She's part of the community.
Okay.
I didn't hire anybody. She lives here. Which I'm sure she
Okay,
would have told
that's-
you that.
No.
Did she hit one of you with her cane? Oh, no.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
No.
I think she was tempted, though.
you got off
Kind of
lucky.
funny looking at Vandress.
She has a mean right. I mean, it's just like a swing. Just like a bam. Just
I love her.
nasty. Ugh. Yeah. That was a suggestion from chat. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Chad.
What are y'all just passing through? Just passing through?
Yeah, we're just kind of
Yeah.
exploring.
It's a good day to explore. The festival's on. We're raising a fort. Well, we're not raising a fort. The soldiers are raising a fort. Well, the soldiers aren't really. The king's raising a fort. No. There's a fort being built.
By whom?
The soldiers and some of the men from the village. Paid for with that Denerim gold, don't you know?
You know
Okay.
if the king ever stopped here before he was king?
Well, I mean, before he was king, there was the Blight, and we were a little preoccupied trying to get out of the area because the Darkspawn were coming out of the wilds, so... Yeah. Good times. Don't want to
Okay.
do it again.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Uh-huh. Okay. He just kind of was like, hey, nice to see you. How's little Anthony doing? And just like pats his kid on the head. Oh my goodness, look at you. You're growing like a bean. Just on and on and on. And he turns back and looks at all of you one more time. He says, you ought to come and eat in my tent tonight. We're having the big pig roast. Why don't you come be guest old Sheriff Milo tonight?
Sure.
Okay.
All the food you can eat, all the ale you can drink, and if you get lucky, you go home with somebody. Won't that be fun?
Maybe.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize y'all go home with each other. I am so sorry. Hey, how you doing over there? Welcome to playing a game with me.
I love it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Just quietly say goodbye and wander off.
Okay.
Yep, we all just like slowly fade away.
Yeah. Just.
Yep. Hope to see you later. Definitely visit you in
Yep.
your tent.
Yep. The
Yep.
and he points to the big red tent at the top of the hill. So he says,
Okay.
"Yeah, well, we're gonna open everything up, and all the ale and food, and there'll be minstrels, and if we get real lucky, old Sven will give us a poem. God help us all." And
I love this town.
didn't realize there'd be so much personality in a little village, did you?
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
I love it.
Don't apologize.
Oh goodness.
I love it. I love every second.
Lucas is used to me, but yeah.
I miss this.
So you can pass the rest of the day and just kind of mill about. If there's anything specific that you think of that you want to do, we can certainly resolve that. Otherwise, we'll move narrative time up to dinner.
I would like to try the axe throwing just for the hell of it.
Yeah! He sees
Get all of us in there.
you.
Little skinny elf trying the axe throwing. We'll see how it goes.
Hell yeah. He sees you, and he sees Pierre, and is like, oh, your friend come to make good, huh? Here we go. All right, same deal. So, 3 copper, 3 axes?
3 copper.
3 copper. All right, so it'll be the same thing. It's a target number 12. It's a strength ability test. So 3d6 plus your strength, and then if you have an axis focus, you would add that.
Oh boy. 11.
11!
Okay, cool.
You do notice after a few hours they've had to replace the board.
Not surprised.
As you do.
Pyrrha had kind of cut into it first thing out the gate in the morning, and now they had to replace it with this almost looks like
Perfect.
half a log they've carved down that they pulled in from the forest. So with an 11, it hits right here in kind of the neck, shoulder area, and he goes, oh, let's see if you can replicate that. Even better, hit it in the face. And you can make another test.
I'll try.
All right. Come on, baby.
Wow.
Is that a good wow or is that a bad
That's
wow?
a good one.
Cool.
14.
Oh!
You did it!
You did it! So right in the middle of the face. Like, right between where you would expect, I don't know, none of you have ever seen a darkspawn, where you would expect the eyes would be. Right there, and you hear the crowd go, ooh. And then you start to hear, huh, 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 as they're like amping you up.
Yes. I love it.
12.
Was that
12.
really good?
Oh my gosh! So right in the chin, whack, right there. And you hear, oh, and you hear a couple more people go, ah, shit, and they're like moving money around left and right.
I
And he
made up for
goes,
my pathetic rolls earlier.
there you go.
Yep.
He goes, oh, oh, points at you, Pierre, and goes, you got competition. Says, now, I have a choice of prizes for you. 'Cause I think
Okay.
this is as good as we get today. So you can either have, he swings up this backpack, the mystery backpack,
Yes.
or you can have an entire case of wine.
I'll take the mystery
Oh,
back.
goodness.
Mystery backpack it is. We leave the wine
Mystery
for another
backpack.
victor. And he tosses you. It's like a nice rucksack, kind of like a two-strapped backpack, like a traveler's pack almost.
Mm-hmm.
And he immediately turns to the next person and starts. This guy is probably doing more business than anybody else in the festival.
Especially as people get more drunk.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
As the ale flows, more people throw axes, which now the reason that old Stroyanka is there starts to become apparent.
Yep.
All right.
Is
So
there
is there anything in the backpack, or is it just a backpack?
Yeah, no, there is stuff in the backpack. So there is one set of lockpicks.
I move away and look.
Okay. So yeah, one set of lockpicks. There is a 20-yard length of rope. 2 water skins. A healer's kit.
Only that.
And a lantern. And the lantern, it's smaller than what you would expect. Because you're expecting something like this, right?
Yeah.
It's much smaller than that. And as soon as you put your hand on it, it starts to kind of glow a little bit.
Take that back into the backpack before anyone notices anything.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something magical about this lantern. So either this guy knows what he's dealing in, or he had no idea.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay, I think we made out like fiends here.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else before we move narrative time up?
Did Evandris want to try the ice throwing?
Yeah.
Lucas? Oh no,
He
did we lose?
said he might have internet issues.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's alright.
Um,
Yeah, I see the concentration on his face. That's that same face we all make when something happens with our internet. We're like, why?
we're like, yeah, definitely.
That's okay. I tell you what, why don't we give Lucas a couple of minutes to settle his internet issues. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. If you all want to take a quick break, if you want to stand up or go get something to drink, let's do that real quick. This is a little sooner than I typically do it, but it's fine. It's fine. So let's take a real quick break while we get Lucas's internet up and going. We'll be right back. Everybody hang with us. Check out our intermission stream reel. Please donate if you can. We would super appreciate that if you have the ability to. And enter our giveaway. All of our information's on Twitter at terrible_party. And we'll see you back here in just a couple minutes. right. I think we got it figured out. Hopefully.
Yep.
We'll get it. It's all good. All right. So, yeah, Evandris, did you want to do the axe throwing contest, or do you just want to move forward narratively?
No.
Okay.
Avengers is staring at that contest as no. Just
Perfect.
no.
Fair enough.
So we'll move narrative time up into the evening, and just as dusk starts to settle and you hear the crickets and the fireflies, you start to see the fireflies come up out of the long grass around this village. You see the 2 guards who were stationed here through the day open this gate to the sheriff's tent, and food starts to be wheeled out, and it's kind of a free-for-all. Like, the sheriff and his chosen guests, which include you all, have their own bevy of tables to pick from, and then the village just turned out, it's like the biggest potluck you've ever seen. Just 200 plus people all cramming around tables, and there's not really a whole lot of sense of structure or lines. We're not queuing, we're just grabbing. So that's all happening. And the sheriff sees you all and says, "Come, friends, come on, come on." And there's a younger woman, probably early 20s, standing beside him. Looks a lot like her dad. So this is probably his daughter. And you see a few other people. You see some guards. There's been a guard rotation change, and there's guards who are heaping their plates full. And the sheriff invites you to sit and partake. And unless you want to really roleplay small talk.
No.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
I could, but no.
Okay. I never know. The sheriff at one point, once everyone has the food and the ale's flowing, stands up and he says, "To my village of Sothmere, may our next years be more prosperous. May we be guarded by these brave men and women and soldiers of all kinds. And long live King Alistair." And you see everyone go, "Huzzah! Huzzah!" And everyone starts
Raise my glass.
clanking their glasses together. And you all sit down to eat. A little bit of time is going to pass. And I'm going to need everyone to make a perception hearing check.
I'm good at this.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy.
4.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
that's not
14.
Woo!
10.
Okay. Justana, Anira, you're the only one who you kind of like, wait a second. Because you're used to now, after a few hours, you're used to the ebb and flow of conversation. It's like when you sit in a crowded restaurant, it picks up and then it dies back down again. And at one point you hear dogs barking. Off in the distance from this direction where the woods are, where the valley kind of cuts into the woods, or the woods cut into the valley. I'm not sure which one it is. And I'll actually move you all just kind of up there so that you can get a hold of that. And you hear barking, and then it goes silent.
Oh boy.
Not even a growl, not even a yip. But no one else seems to have really noticed, including your companions.
Weird. Dogs don't usually just do that when they're barking.
Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to wait and see?
Can I see where they were, that part from where I'm sitting?
You would have to go out of the tent, because the flaps that are open do kind of hang down a little bit, so you would have to either stick your head out or walk out completely.
Okay, is this a fence around the
Yes,
area? Or...
it is.
Okay. Would I be able to see over it since this is up on an incline?
Yes, you can see over it.
Yeah,
You might have to
tell
kind
the
of do
others-
this, but you can see over it.
Yeah, I'll just tell the others I need some fresh air and go out and see if I can see anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception sight check for me. You two see Anira get up, says she's gonna go get some air.
12.
12, yes. There are shadows moving at the edge of the woods, and they seem to be spreading out along the border between the valley and the Kokari Wilds in an intelligent way.
Go back inside and go over to the sheriff and tell him that there's something going on outside.
What's that? Oh. I'm sure it's nothing. It's probably a drunk guard.
No, this is not drunk guards. There's a shadow. It seems to be coming from the wilds towards us.
Oh, that happens sometimes. He doesn't seem overly concerned. And he points at a couple guards. Go check that out, would you? Yeah. They get up. They take their ale with them.
No.
And head out. And you do see
I
them.
go
There's
to
a
Evandris.
couple of gates that they walk out of.
I go to Evandris and Pierre and tell them what I saw and heard.
Okay.
Oh. Well, maybe we should,
Yeah.
I'm not sure we should
Leave
trust
the
these
other
guys
way?
when they're taking ale with them.
well, dumb ways to die.
I mean, if you're gonna die, you might as well die with a little bit of booze in you.
Sure. Since these people don't see you overly worried, maybe we should head for a little bit of a safer place before this turns into a massacre?
Yep.
Or something else?
I don't know what's out there, but it's definitely something to be concerned about.
Maybe we could see if we could see the guards going over. And if they get, like, their heads cut off, maybe we should head the other way.
And leave all
Completely
these
agree.
people to get killed too.
Not my problem.
Typical
I
Layton.
love it.
Oh!
I say we, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna,
While you all are having this conversation, you do hear a guard say, "Stalkers! They're coming from the wild! Stalkers!" And this bell starts to go off,
out,
and you
get
see
out.
everyone scatter. So at this point, if you exit the tent, you can see chaos start to happen, and you just hear screaming. You hear the roar of some kind of, like, fire or torch going off, and it turns into bedlam. So we are gonna roll initiative at this point.
oh boy.
Oh, yeah, we are. So it's a dexterity ability check with an initiative focus if you have such a thing.
But I do have good.
Oh no, oh no. 5?
I add my dex to this, right?
Yes. So I will put
This
you
is gonna
all
be a
in the
good
turn
roll.
order.
This
14.
is a 17.
What did you get, Piera?
I got a 17.
17?
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
For
I have a
Amira,
plus
what
4
did you get?
5.
dexterity.
14.
14. Okay, I got my numbers wrong. There we go.
A little bit better than 4.
So you can place yourselves either just inside or outside the tent. You're welcome to stay where you're at. This is turning into chaos really, really quickly. And something that you notice immediately is that there are, well, they look like barbarians of some kind.
Oh boy.
Just running amok through the village. They are armed and armored. They're wearing animal skins, and you do notice these don't look like regular humans. Their veins are bulging through their arms and their biceps and running up their neck. Their skin is kind of yellowish. The whites of their eyes look jaundiced, and they are foaming at the mouth.
I don't want to fight these.
And they scatter through the village, attacking guards. One is going to charge right at you. This one's going to go this way. This differs quite a bit from D&D. You can do all kinds of things. Everything in the area is a prop you can use. There's tables you could jump up on. You could kick ash into people's faces. Like, think very creatively because you are outgunned and outnumbered. So I'm going to put this guy into the turn order. That is a math is hard.
I feel you on that.
All right, so we're going to go through initiative. On initiative, you can take a major action and a minor action, or take 2 minor actions. And that really great, quick reference sheet is nice and helpful to have from the Quick Start Guide. Piera, you are up.
Yep, I am. I'm looking at the, what is it called? The Quick Start one?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fun.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is interesting. So if I want to attack something, I have to get it, if I want to attack something with my crossbow, do I have to get it ready to do that, right?
Yes, because you didn't have it ready. So you would have to ready it as a minor action, and then you could shoot as a major action.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I guess. I don't have the actual attack for so how much damage it does, but I do have it the short range within 30 feet and a long range within 60 feet. So is this guy?
Oh yeah, he's in range.
Guy close to us. Okay.
Yeah, so your crossbow does 2d6 plus 1 damage.
Okay. 2d6 plus 1.
Yep.
Okay. And then that's just a dexterity roll to see if I hit it?
So, yeah, you're going to... Oh, I lost my thing. Where did it go? I hate this when I do that. There we go.
Fun figuring it out.
Yeah, so you are going to attack... It's a dexterity weapon, so yeah, it's your it's an ability check against his defense.
Okay.
So it's kind of like AC in D&D. You're trying to meet or exceed his defense number with your roll.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll roll to see if I hit him with my 3d6.
3d6 plus your dex, and then a +2 if you have a crossbow focus.
I don't have crossbow focus, so. Math is hard. 12 plus 4. That is... I can't do math.
What was it?
16.
Yeah, that will exceed his defense.
Okay.
Definitely.
And then 2d6.
2d6 plus 1.
Okay. That is 10.
A 10? Okay, his armor rating is 3, so he takes 7 points of damage.
Cool.
Because the armor rating it's why I gave you all armor ratings. The armor rating cuts down on the damage taken. But you see he takes this bolt right in the shoulder. And he goes, ah! Ah! And it's like he's psyching himself up to go, 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 go. He looks like the fucking Hulk right now. Just like, ah! 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 And just was freaking out. He's raging out. Okay, so yeah, that hurt. For sure.
Hopefully I don't regret that.
Okay, so that was your major and your minor action.
Yep.
Okay, so then it would be Anira's turn.
Yep. This is all fun and new.
She's going to hope she doesn't regret this and cast Arcane Lance at the same guy.
Okay.
Get him out.
13.
13 is his defense, so you will hit with that. Very nicely done. And don't forget, if you roll double numbers on your 2 regular die.
I did. I rolled 2 2s.
2 2s, so that's a stunt. So what did you get on your dragon die?
A 2.
A 2. All right.
2 2 2.
2 2 2.
Oh.
Where did my stunt pages go? Ah! I'll remember this stuff eventually. By the end of the game. All right,
Same.
stunts. Here we go. So you're gonna do additional. So on a 2, standard spell stunts, you can reduce the mana cost of the spell by 1. Or, because the spell does damage, you can, one target of the spell of your choice takes an extra d6 of damage.
I'll do that second one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage and include the extra d6.
11.
11! Oh my god!
Is he dead?
He's not dead, but oh, that hurt. You watch Anira's magic kind of crackle through his skin, and it's like these cracks have formed, like he's made out of clay that's been fired too quickly. And he looks like he could just fall apart with any little boop.
Yeah, because I don't think there's a mana cost for Arcane Lance.
There may not be.
No, there is not.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So the extra damage, definitely useful. All right.
Yeah.
So, you still have a minor action, correct?
Yes, I
That you
do.
can take. Okay. So you could move, you could aim, you could activate if you need to do a power that requires an activation.
Which one was it that we attacked? This one by the tent here?
This guy in the white wolf's
Okay,
head.
yeah. No, just... That's it. There really isn't anything I can do with the minor action.
Okay, very good. To resolve these as a mob, essentially, these other guys are just going to sow chaos. They just start cutting villagers down left and right. Guards come up to them and do try to attack them, so I have to see if any guards hit. Yeah, a couple of the guards managed to take a little bit of a chunk out of some of these guys. But they are faster than you expect them to be. They're super strong. But they seem to be just charging forward. There's no tactic here. If they see a target, they attack it. And they're swinging these mauls and these great axes around that look like nothing really more than big hunks of stone that they've attached on the end of wooden handles. And they're just swinging these around. I mean, they're cutting everybody down. There's going to be mass casualties. This guy, however, is going to run right for Piera. And he jumps the fence and is going to swing his great axe at you. What is your defense?
14.
14. Boy, it's a good thing I gave you y'all that. Okay. Ooh!
Yeah.
Ooh! Oh, that's nasty. That's a 20
no.
to hit. These guys hurt. So that's gonna be... Oh god, I'm so sorry. How many health points do you have?
Oh no, you got out. Everything
How
cut
much
out.
health do
I
you
can't
have?
hear. Please say that one more time. I cut out. At
That's
that
okay.
point.
How much health do you have, Piera? Oh no. Oh, we lost her. Oh no! Piera?
I hear you.
We can't hear you. It happens. I really hate to tell Piera how much health that is.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes?
Okay.
Yes. How
That
much
was
how much
fun.
health do you have?
30.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're okay. All right.
Because I'm a rogue. I'm a little hardier.
You're gonna take 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
Remember to minus your armor!
Minus your armor, so 12.
Okay.
12 points of
That's
damage. It basically is just a giant piece of stone coming at your face. And he hits you
Ouch.
right in the ribs.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, it's not good. So these big chastened male warriors just scatter. And you all do see in the middle of this, after Pyrrha takes that hit, you do see old Stroyanka under a tent, kind of muttering something, and like she shoots magic out and takes one of the guys out. But she's trying to not be seen. So
Yeah.
that's all happening in the middle of this. Thankfully, healing is a lot easier in this game than it is in like D&D.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's them. So Evandris.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did warn y'all, combat's ugly in this game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I rolled really high on the damage.
To use weakness.
Okay.
So it means that I'm making them more slower and more sluggish.
Okay.
And the target suffers a -1 penalty to strength and dexterity, and a -5 penalty to speed.
Ooh.
Thank
Okay.
And for a number of rounds equal to the casting rolls of the dragon die. So it's a magic spirit versus your spell power. So, yeah.
Willpower?
Magic versus what I am rolling.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, against my magic spirit.
Okay. This will be funny. Yep, I got a 10.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So, yeah.
Okay, so they take that. So it's, okay, off of dex and strength, correct?
And -5 to speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 off of the speed. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, that's ugly. Let me see here. So that magic just kind of twirls around him, and you see him go, but he's got a hold of his axe still. But between the hits he's taken and that spell, he looks in bad shape.
Yeah.
You do still have a minor action.
Yeah, I will use my minor action to move.
Okay, you can move up to your speed. You can move half of his. What's your speed?
My speed is, where is it? I didn't write it down on there. It's 11.
11. So you can move up to 5 squares.
Yeah. But I will just hide around the tent corner.
Fair enough.
If he hits me for that same number, I am
Yeah.
Yeah.
halfway down.
Yep. Okay, so Pyrrha, you were back at the top of the order then.
Oh boy. So if I don't want to get out because I'm also feeling like hit Amira. Oh boy. I'm gonna grab my dagger, and I guess I'm just gonna attack him with that.
Okay.
I can't really attack him with my crossbow.
Yeah, he's right in your face now.
He's right in my face.
Yep. So go ahead and make a dexterity ability check.
Please, good luck. Okay. Okay, so math. 8 plus. I can do this, I promise.
You're fine.
8. That is 15.
That will exceed his defense. So yes, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, this one's just 1d6 plus 1. So that's gonna be 7.
7 minus 3, 4. You cut him down. He had 2 hit points. So you cut him down, and you know exactly where to just wipe him out, and you cut his throat, and he... and he is dead.
Perfect. Oh, hopefully I don't die.
Do you still have a minor action you can take?
Okay, I'm gonna just... I can aim my... Well, I don't actually know what I can do.
You can aim.
I guess I could... Yeah, I'll do that with my crossbow. So I'll just aim and wait to see what comes closer.
Okay, you can definitely do that. One down. Anira, what would you like to do?
I would like to heal Pyrrha.
Okay. Hey.
Thanks.
For 3d6, so that will be 3 mana points.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at heals today. Perfect.
Yay.
Okay.
Very good.
Ways to go.
Now I'm at 26.
Do you have any minor actions you could move?
I will just look around and plan for my next target.
Okay.
So I will also take aim.
Okay. Sounds good. So that guy is gone, but and you now realize that this is a mob that is attacking the village. The guards are doing a pretty good job of just trying to cut them down, but as many of the chase and stalkers as they're killing, the guards are getting wiped out. So it's not looking great right now for either side. At this point, let me see if any of them catch wind of any of you. You're out in the open. Against perception. Haha. Big fat 0. You do see this guy after he just like cut some lady down right by one of the fire pits. He turns around and he looks like a steroid junkie. He's like, ah, ah, ah. And you start to now see like there's something kind of glowing under his skin. And for as big and as strong as he is, he's got this weird like color happening underneath his skin. And then you watch him go, ah, ah, and then he just dies.
What? Okay.
So,
I'll take it.
Yep, that's them. Evandris, what do you want to do?
Is there any way to jump over the fence? Is there possible to get down?
Yeah, you could climb over the fence. I would just have you make a general dexterity check as long as you don't roll real low. So just a dex ability check.
I will just say, Anira, here, I am just screaming their name and just pointing before I head out.
You're like, I'm getting out of here.
Let's see. 8?
Yeah, I mean, sure. You didn't roll like a 2, so... you do snag a little bit of your clothing on the fence, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to fix that later.
If you roll a 2 with 3 dice, I am impressed.
Well, you know what I mean. If you rolled really low, like if you rolled all ones, that would suck. You get up over and you see that not only have these Chasen cut down a bunch of villagers, but they've also taken out the cows.
Oh no!
So they're just like, it doesn't matter what it is, they have just taken out anything in their path. And you can tell that something happened here. Evandris, will you make a perception sight check for me?
Oh no. Oh.
You can do it.
That's actually pretty good to be me. That's a 13.
13. There's something glittering in the detritus of the forest, on the edge of the valley in the forest here. And you see it almost looks like glass. And it's speckled in various places along the edge of the forest. And the sound of what's happening behind you, you start to refocus on whatever you're seeing right here.
Okay.
So we'll call the hopping over the fence your major and your minor action, because that takes like
of course.
Yeah, every round is 15 seconds, and that's going to take you a little bit to like up over the fence and pull your cloak free and be like, God darn it, you know. So while all of this is happening, for the two of you that are still at the top of the festival here on the top of this hill, I mean, you see that same thing start to happen to the other chastened. They start to, as soon as it's like they only last for so long, and then their bodies just give out. And for as many people as they've cut down, they're also now being felled like trees. And they're just dying. They're dropping.
Is there any way I can tell what causing that to happen?
Not without a closer inspection. And by closer, I mean an autopsy.
Okay.
Which
Really
could
don't want to
happen.
cut these guys open.
Well, but there might be someone else who wants to. So, at this point, unless you want to try to go after another one of these, there's still a few of them up and moving about. We would actually pull out of combat. No, I'm good.
No!
I took one hit. I'm fine.
I'm good. We don't need to. We don't even know that they can hit hard.
Is old Stroyanka still doing okay?
Oh yeah. She actually, you see her, Anira, you see her by the body of one of these chastened men, and she's like, and like trying to pull him by his cloak into the tent, and she takes out a bottle of something and pulls the cork, and this smoke kind of wafts out of the bottle, and like smacks into this man's deceased corpse, this body, and you watch her go. And she starts.
There you have the
something.
one that is doing the autopsy.
Yup.
Okay. So if you want to wait until battle kind of dies down, we can pull out and pull back into narrative action.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. So we'll
Yes,
pull back
I don't
into
want to
narrative.
die.
Fair enough. That's probably a good call. All right. So after a few minutes, you see all of the survivors. So they've, and just looking over the bodies here, they've cut down about 30 villagers. They've cut down 27 guards. The sheriff is still alive. His daughter is alive. Old Stryanka is alive. And you see the remaining soldiers hustling around a man in bright, looks like silver plate armor, who came running up through the village while all of this was happening. And he also had like a big old battle axe and was going to town on these guys. And you see him kick one of the chastened bodies, and he's talking to, looks like his command. He looks like of someone higher rank. He's got bright blonde hair that's cut very roguishly. He's got multiple scars on his face, heavy metal gauntlets, and he's standing there and he's pointing and telling, you can hear him go, "Get those bodies out of here. Get them over to a pyre. I don't want to see them anymore. Go on." And so they're moving the chastened out.
Before that happens, can I go and inspect one of these bodies? I guess.
Yeah, there's plenty to pick from.
Okay.
And Nira's watching old Stroyanka to see what she's doing.
Okay. I'm going to actually look at Pierre's sheet here real quick. Just wanna
I
see
don't
something.
have anything for autopsy.
I know,
or
you're okay. You're okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. So, alright. I want to take a look at this. This is where my notes, I'm glad I have these.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, yeah, Anira, will you make a cunning arcane lore check for me?
Ten.
10. It's definitely chastened magic. The heart of it, of which you're not entirely sure, it's foreign enough to you that you don't understand the intention. Not the specifics of it, I should say. She is, however, she takes this man's dagger out of his belt, and you see her sniff it. She goes, kind of throws it onto the ground, and then she weirdly takes ash out of the now dead fire and rubs it over the dagger, holds it up, sniffs it again, better, and sets it on the ground next to his body.
Old lady.
There's something she's doing.
Can I check the sparkly, glistening?
Yep. You want to go
Go
over there?
over.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. It's easy enough to locate because you already caught sight of it. These are
Yeah.
smashed potion bottles.
I will take the glass.
Okay.
Can I... Do I see any form of liquid on them?
Yeah, there's a crust on the inside. You find some of the bottoms of the glass, right, where the bottom of the bottle would be, and you can pick some of those pieces up. The smell is, as soon as you get it near you, I'm going to need you to make a constitution check.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Not that bad though. 11?
11. Yeah, that's enough. It's acrid. It's like ammonia. It's like ammonia smelling. Like as soon as you get a whiff of that, you're like, oh, and
boy.
you have to wrap it up.
Do I recognize it?
No.
The color, the smell?
No,
No.
it's like a deep amber color, and
I will.
it's bad. It smells awful.
I will. Do I hear like the combat has stopped and stuff like that?
Yes.
Then I will start heading back
Yeah.
to like.
Okay. It's pretty obvious when the screams die down. When the three of you join back up together, oh, you okay?
Yeah, I dropped my pencil case on my guitar.
Fun.
That was a very specific noise. I appreciate that. Old Stryanka sees all three of you and says, get in here, get in here. Come on, get in here. And motions to the tent. Come on, come on.
Of course.
We follow.
Go inside.
Yeah.
She stay here. Don't touch the body. And she goes out and pulls the sheriff in.
Old lady,
Stryanka.
yeah, whatever. I found these in the forest, at the outskirts, and I show her the, like, bottles, remnants.
She doesn't even bother with the cloth you've wrapped it up in. She plucks it out of your hand, sniffs it. Poison. Poison. Amber rage. Poison.
Okay.
They drink this, and they turn into that, and she points at the body, and they, for about 20 minutes, and then they die, because their bodies can't handle it. If you were to drink it, you wouldn't last 2 seconds. But the Chase and Warriors are, well, look at him. He's a specimen. Before that, not now. But they train, and and she looks at the sheriff. That's bad. And this is the first time where you see the sheriff has kind of like dropped his face, and he looks very serious now, and he says, we have infected. We have infected villagers. We have infected soldiers. We have to fix this.
Oh boy.
He says, well, they've got about 3 days before they turn into that.
We've got 3 days to
Any way
fix
to
this.
counter this poison?
Yeah, maybe. You volunteering? Yep, volunteers.
Yep.
And
No,
he says,
I
"Right, someone give me your dagger. Give me a dagger."
I hand her
I
mine.
hand her mine.
Perfect. We both hand her at the same time. She's got 2 pet daggers.
He just holds them up. Great. Throws one off to the side and starts cutting down this guy's chest.
I retrieve my dagger from
There
my
you
pocket.
go, sure. And just starts opening him up. And you can see, for those of you who can handle it, you can see that it's just turned his organs black.
Oh, ew.
Whoa.
And that smell comes out of
Oh,
his body. It's
ew.
bad. So I need everyone to make a Constitution ability check.
Oh, definitely. Fun.
Yep.
14.
Okay.
7.
14.
14. 14's fine. 7 ain't gonna cut it. Pierre, you and the sheriff, both just your eyes kind of go, and you just, bam, pass out on the ground.
Called that.
You're fine. You're just unconscious. So, like, someone could rouse you, but the smell just got to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if someone gives blood and they don't do well with that and they pass out. Same kind of reaction. And you just watch old Stryanka go, bah! And starts just cutting into this guy with no... there is a method to this madness, but she's just, like, pushing organs aside. She's digging in there with her bare hands. She doesn't give two shits. And she's like, yeah, look at this, and, like, shakes the end of his intestine at the two of you who are still on your feet. Rot from the inside! Rot from the inside!
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently the double daggers got Chad.
As it should.
I'm so delighted that made someone laugh. See this? See this? Rot.
Yeah, and Nira does not look directly at what she's holding up. She's focused on putting her dagger back in her wrist. She's like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I
she
just
has my
want to put that
dagger.
enough.
Probably a good idea.
Everyone is like watching with like curiosity, but also like when she like puts it like see, he's like yeah, I can see it.
Well, don't sniff it or you're gonna pass out like your friend there.
Yeah, don't wave it in my face, please.
It's just an intestine. You got him too. Puts it back in the body. Just looks at the sheriff. And just kick him awake. You'll be fine.
Perfect.
All right. So, Amber Rage. It's a poison. It's made out of darkspawn bile.
Oh,
No wonder it rots them.
Yeah, and they coat their blades in it. It's just so if you find any of their blades, put ash or dirt on it. Should neutralize it. You don't want to touch it. You'll get it too. I'm gonna need...
Pierre, you're alright?
She looks at this guy. I'm gonna need the three of you, a pig leg bone, and a couple of branches, and some elderberry. Go get those things for me. Not the moon. You can't get the moon. Everything else. Pig leg bone,
Pig leg.
pine
bone,
branches,
Pine.
elderberry. Just go get it from the woods. And
Elderberry.
take the pig
Okay.
leg bone from the pig roast. Bring it back to me. Fast.
Sure.
Go now. Go. Chop, chop.
Yeah.
Choppa, choppa. Go, go. Poison
Yeah,
bag.
and Nira
Amber
takes
rage.
Pierre
Ah.
awake.
Wake your friend up.
Let's get away from the smell here.
Okay. Good idea. Can I get my dagger back? Oh wait, it's got all that stuff on it. I'm good.
Do you have another one?
It's got all that stuff on it. It's only got a man's guts on it. It's fine.
Yeah. I can get another one. Plus I have a crossbow. It's fine. Let's go.
You can
Who
get
needs
another
close
dagger.
combat, right?
Yep. Pig bone, pine branches, elderberry.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not asking for anything wild.
No.
Okay. So you go
Yeah.
fetch the things. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough to find. You do see now the remaining villagers are pulling their dead out of the village and putting them onto pyres, because that's what you do in Ferelden, you burn your dead. There's a lot of weeping, there's a lot of crying, and there are soldiers now. You do see more soldiers have arrived from the fort. They've come up on horseback. No king. I can't give you that. I am not Steve Valentine. But
no, I meant they're not drunk.
They're not drunk. Oh no. And these look like higher rank. Like, these are not the rank and file guards who are basically farmers with tin hats on. Like, these guys have armor and they look like proper soldiers. So there's a lot of activity, and the three of you can kind of sneak off. And when you eventually, after about 20 minutes or so, you manage to bring the ingredients back, and you notice that she has pushed out of this hilltop over to one side of the valley, but still far enough away from the main village. And she is standing over a fire. She has brought a kettle out, and then you realize it's not a kettle, it's a soldier's hat that she's using as a kettle. She's poured wine, probably stolen from the Darkspawn axe throwing contest, into the... because it smells like brewing wine, like mulled wine.
Yeah.
And she is holding up a piece of intestine and is dangling it over the fire. And it's now fully night at this point, and she's just waiting. Stay back. Stay there. Just for a second. Hold on. And you watch this raven swoop down out of the forest and land on her shoulder. And she says, there you are. And
Epic.
gives him the intestine. Good job. Okay, bring me your stuff.
Me, get rid of the stuff.
Great. It was just mostly to get you out of my hair, and she throws it on the ground. Fantastic. So she starts to...
Thank you.
She
That's
starts
amazing.
to whatever she's stirring. She says, all right. And she starts speaking. You notice, the magic users in the group notice the cadence of a chant. It's in a language none of you speak. And it is just this repeating phrase over and over and over again. And then you watch the kettle, quote unquote, start to crumple in on itself. And then she goes, shield your eyes! And there's this flash. And after a minute, she looks at all of you. You didn't shield your eyes, did you? Now you're blind.
I did.
Nope, now you're blind. You just don't know it yet. Sucks to be you. Alright, no, I'm kidding. Alright, so here's what you gotta do. Go wait until the morning, because I wouldn't send anybody into the Kokari Wilds. But there might be a way to cure this. And I was checking to make sure that the sprites are still around, and apparently she motions at the smoke. It's kind of this, like, coppery gold color that's just, like, slowly rotating in the air. It's not wafting away like you would expect smoke to. They're still around, so that's good. You're looking for fire sprites. They only live in the Kokari Wilds. Poe here, she points at the raven, will take you to the grotto. I hope you all are enjoying this. We'll take you to the grotto.
I know at least one person is.
Yeah! We'll take you to the grotto where the fire sprites live. Now, the fire sprites will show you... We're not cutting up fire sprites. They will eat your face. The fire sprites will show you where the shadow moss is. Shadow moss is what we need to make a potion to counteract this stuff. You have 3 days. Technically, you have 2, because I need a day to brew the potion.
2 days.
2.
2 days.
2
2,
days.
Yep.
starting tomorrow in the morning. I could send you out there tonight, but I'm not that big of a bitch, so, you know.
Perfect.
And I won't go, because...
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Sure. So, follow Poe. Don't deviate from his path.
Wasn't planning on it.
When he stops, you stop. And that's the grotto. There is a guardian there, or there used to be. Have fun. Get a good night's sleep. Get a good night's rest. Eat a good meal in the morning.
Old lady.
You call me old lady one more time, I'm gonna smack you with my cane. She puts it up. Do you want to go? Come on. I still got spry in these old legs. Let's go.
No, I was just... You really don't give a shit, do you?
I will use your head as a goat ball,
Have you not noticed that yet?
I will play goat ball with you. Come on.
I love
And she's like,
that.
oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, my hip. Oh. Displacement. All right.
I love her so much.
All right. Nah, I'm just messing with you. No, but you got to be careful. So, here's this, and she hands you, it's a really, really rough drawn map of where she knows the grotto to be. But it's the wilds. It moves.
Great.
But Poe will know, and that's why he's eating that, and he's eating the guy's intestines.
Does not watch. Carefully not watching.
Probably a good call. Says don't get touched by the poison. Don't sniff the poison. Don't touch bottles that the poison's in. You do, you will need the cure.
Okay.
Here's this. She hands you an empty, like, cloth bag. Fill that to the top with shadow moss.
Okay.
If you do not, I won't have enough. And then I gotta send some other hapless schmuck out there to get more shadow moss, and chances are you can only visit the... Fire sprites are vengeful little pieces of crap. If you go there once and you piss them off, they will light your hair on fire, they'll take your eyebrows off, and they'll steal your boots in the middle of the night. They're awful.
I like how you already told us to go on a way, but then you're like bringing more information to the table that we probably need.
I'm not trying to get you killed. Slightly maimed, maybe. Not trying to get you killed. Scars build character. Scars build character. She points at Evandris, and this one's too pretty, so...
Yeah, and Nero's got plenty of scars. She doesn't want more.
I love it.
Alright, questions?
No, I think you covered everything.
Concerns?
Sleep.
A lot, but what can you do?
That's fair. What am I gonna do? Send Sir What's-His-Butt in the tin can over there out? Nah, he's not gonna do it.
Why not? He has armor.
He's also a
He's
giant
also-
coward.
Who's saying we
Well,
aren't?
Isn't he in charge of the guards anyway? So that's his responsibility.
No, he's in charge of the fort.
Oh.
Difference. The guards report to him. He's only worried about... It's a long story. He's a piece of shit. I hate this guy. Bring it back so I can help the villagers. Those are people who do need help.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, take this too. And she tosses another bag at you. In case you get hit.
Perfect.
Anybody else?
Oh, what do you think it is? Mud and leaves? No, it's a healer's kit.
Okay.
Thank you very
Just
much.
don't pay attention to the stains on the bandages and you'll be fine.
I love this.
Nero whispers to Pyrrha, I have a healer's kit too. It's okay.
So it might be secondhand. It's fine.
You think?
Has this happened before?
The Amber Rage thing? Yeah.
You seem very calm to be.
You live on the edge of the Kokari Wilds long enough. I lived through the Blight.
Yeah.
The Blight came up to my door, knocked and said, "Hello, have you met Andraste? Because we would like to introduce you to her," and then tried to hit me in the face with an axe. So...
I love her. She's such a fun character.
Sweet, and you're a miss that.
So I have to just permanently play this old lady now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she
Yep.
definitely needs to stick around.
Okay, who wants to go into the wilds?
Who
Yeah,
gets her sleep first?
Because I
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
let's sleep. Let's get.
Oh, one
Yeah.
other thing. As you walk away, she goes, "Don't open the other box. The
Okay.
small little red one is the healer's kit. Don't open the other box.
What's in the other box?
Food for the
I
fire
want to
sprites.
open
Oh.
Okay.
Carrion beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
box
don't want to
closed.
open
So
that.
unless you want to eat or be eaten, yeah, just heed my warning. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yep.
Thanks for the
You
info.
hear her go, "Good luck."
Finally.
All right.
I love this woman.
I'm so sorry. Apparently, I like playing really weird, kooky characters.
It's amazing,
mean-
though.
But they're the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so we'll pass
Yes.
the night. Anything you want to do or prep or talk about, have at it.
Pierre, I still have my dagger. Did you want that?
I mean, I would love to, but if you need it, like, I don't want to.
If they get in my face, I'll smack him with my stick.
Okay, yay.
So you have my dagger, and I no longer have it.
What?
Thank you.
Why have a dagger? You have magic, haven't you?
Yeah, but you can run out of mana, right? And sometimes you don't want to let people know that you have magic. You don't want to show off.
Ugh, but that's so boring.
Yeah,
That's a
try
given.
being mean.
Because- At least here, because most people are just frightened. They're just like, oh, magic, scary, run away.
Oh, magic bad. No touch.
No, you just don't get it. Life you've had, you don't understand.
Probably not, but I don't care either.
Wow. I love them.
So once Nira hands over the dagger, she just curls up with her back to the other two and tries to go to sleep. Especially Evandris.
Probably fair. You all can heal overnight, so any damage you've taken, you can heal that back up. You can repair
And I
armor.
have my mana points back.
You can get your mana points back. Yep, we'll do that
Mama,
for the sake
Mama.
of expediency. Does anyone need a quick break or anything before we go into the last stage?
No?
Not really.
Just
I would
Donna,
just
you
need more
doing
water,
okay?
but I'm okay.
You
I'm
can,
okay.
I mean, we can take 5 minutes if you want.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay, just making sure. Taking care of my players, that's important.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so
go.
perfect. So in the morning, you all, you're in your loft again, and you hear a tapping at your window.
Okay. Can we
I'm sorry.
go-
I had to
go
do
the
it.
room?
Is it Poe tapping at the window?
Oh. Let me have
Does
my
the window
dad joke.
open?
Let me have my. No, it's not open.
I'll let you have your
No,
dad
can I
joke.
open it?
Oh, you can open it. Yeah, it just pushes out.
Yeah.
And the bird hops
So,
in, and he just and just waits.
There you have a morning bird. How nice.
Let's get up, get something to eat.
You can do that.
Yes.
We go and see what mediocre breakfast we can get.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember, people, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Yep.
You manage to get, and they do give you, the sheriff comes in and tells you all thank you while you're eating, and hands you bags of rations and filled water skins for the journey.
Okay.
Old Storyanka told me what you were doing, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. If we lose, my daughter's fiance's been infected. We've lost our few artisans, some of our farmers. I don't know what we would do. And then he looks at you very seriously and he says, please bring back what she needs, please. Otherwise, this may be the death of the village.
Do your best.
Thank you. Sorry, my cat is losing her mind right now. Are you chasing your shadow? You're bizarre. Okay.
Who does that?
Hi.
You
Anyways.
mention her, and she summons.
So sorry. Whoa. She's like,
My
oh.
cat chases shadows too.
I'm like, are you seeing ghosts right now? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, so you can head out. And Poe is like eagerly hopping from one foot to the other.
Oh!
Hey, hi, boo-boo. Waiting for you all. And he's, just waiting. I know you didn't like that. I'm sorry. She's like, oh, God. Put me down. She does have cat zoomies. She's being extra today. Go on. Get out. Go on. Okay, bye. So you start to, unless there's anything specific, I can move you to following the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everything's been covered.
Following
follow
him, it's a gray, really drizzly day, and the wilds, you know, are extra dangerous. So your guard is up. I'm going to have everyone make a perception. You can, if you have a focus in hearing or sight, you may use that focus.
Perfect. And a lot.
13.
13.
Ooh.
11.
11. Okay. All enough. Anira, you're pretty sure something was scuttling away, but away. So that's good. Evandris, something in the tree was watching you for a moment. And then when you look back up again, it's gone. And Piera, you start to look down and you realize that the roots here, you're headed into the heart of the wilds. The roots here are extra gnarled and twisted, and it's almost like for a second you feel like it's tugging at your boot as you step over one. And then you look back and it's just, it's fine. And it's an old, old tree. You follow Poe, and just as night falls, he lands in a tree and waits.
Okay. So I guess we wait with him. We
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if we should start a fire.
I've been
Why?
using my staff as a walking stick, so I just kind of stand, looking, waiting.
Okay. His head is swiveling back and forth, and his bright eyes are kind of blinking, and then you hear a flutter of wings. I wish I could do that sound effect, but I can't. And he takes off again.
Okay, then
It's much harder to follow him in the night.
I guess we will follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We
need
don't have
everyone
to.
to make a cunning check with natural lore as a bonus if you have that focus.
Cunning. Okay. 13.
14.
10.
Okay, we just needed one success and you got 2. So that's good. You didn't lose track of a black raven in the middle of a dark forest night. And he does occasionally, he'll swoop down and like drop a stick on you to make sure you're still following.
Thanks.
And then
dude.
pick
Nice
back up
bird.
again. And after a couple more hours walking through the night, tripping over things, hearing things move, the forest like closes in on you. You start to feel a little claustrophobic. And just as you see a clearing up ahead, he lands on the path up ahead of you, and you can see this like rippling body of water. And he's kind of hopping from one foot to the other.
Is this the grotto?
The river.
That's me asking Poe.
I think the bird needs a change of batteries.
Yeah, he picks up an acorn and chucks it at you.
Thanks, dude.
Clearly, this is old Stroyanka's bird.
Oh, yeah. Got that fast.
He picks up and he starts pulling at the empty sack, whoever has it, and starts pulling at it with his beak.
Okay. Go.
I guess we...
Carefully approach.
Okay. The ground here is much more spongy.
Oh.
You start to feel it squish as you walk. You can hear it like squelch under your feet. And there's that.
Our boots are cloth, will they soak in water?
Oh yeah.
I hate wet.
Oh,
Yep.
fun.
I just need to move your tokens over real quick. I forgot
Wet
to grab
boot.
those. And yeah, you're approaching from the southeast, so you're not that guy. You're approaching from, that always happens. You're approaching from down here, and the bird is leading you, and he lands in this tree, and he goes, ah! And then keels over dead.
What?
So you had a guide.
Oh,
Until now.
no.
He ate the intestine.
Was it the tree? Like, can we go investigate the tree without...
I mean, yeah, you can look at if you want to go walk to the tree. The water here is like
Yeah.
ankle high, so it's easy enough to walk through. You're just gonna get wet.
Okay. I'll walk over to the tree and see if I can look at our little bird friend and, like, figure out why he died. guess.
You can make a cunning natural lore check.
Okay,
If you have
I
that
can
focus.
try that. I don't have that focus, but that is a 13.
Okay. He looks like he just keeled over.
Okay.
Like it just, his eyes are
Great.
closed, his beak's open just a little bit. I mean, you know how big a raven is, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a big bird. And you kind of like poke at his wing a little bit, and just as you do, the wing
Yeah.
comes up and smacks you in the face, and the bird gets back up in the tree again. And you
Definitely
Was he
Stroyanka's
asleep?
bird.
definitely Stroyanka's bird.
Hey, Poe, what you thinking? As I, like-
He takes off and starts slowly circling this area.
Follow that bird.
Follow the bird.
Yeah.
Follow the bird.
Okay.
Where is the
God,
bird?
It's been ages since I watched that movie.
Just as he lands, and you see as he lands on this bank over here, you see little fireflies start to pop out of the grass.
Bro.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then you realize they're bigger than fireflies.
Oh no.
And you hear lots of little wings just...
Who had the food?
I think
Who
Tiara
has the
did.
bag? Yeah, okay. I grabbed the bag and I just grabbed the box that we weren't supposed to open, right? And I just put it on the ground where those fire what are they called?
Fire sprites.
Fire sprites.
Yep.
And I just like slowly back away back to my two companions.
Okay.
I just like, show us the shadow
I'm
moss.
gonna move
Place.
you all. You all can
Let's
move where you want to be.
Yeah.
You do see them. They're about this big, and they look like little fairies. for lack of a better word. They have 2 arms, 2 legs, little glistening wings. They have little horns. And you just hear them go, and they're pulling and prying at the metal box, and they can't get it open.
Oh.
I'll go and try to open it for them.
Okay. As soon as you pick
Yeah,
it
don't
up,
have
you
something
hear
like
this,
me
like,
can.
hissing from inside the box, and it's just like... And you flip it open, and you run away, and the fire sprites just...
Nom, 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 nom,
It's
nom.
like fire sprite caviar. It's
Yep.
takes seconds, and there's nothing left. Devoured. Those carrion beetles.
They're like piranhas.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah. It's, you know, I was gonna make a Gremlins joke, but it doesn't really fit here.
yeah.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight.
Yep.
And they start to form this tornado of lights. And they start circling, circling, and then just... And they scatter out, and everywhere they land is a patch of this thick, dark brownish-green moss that lights up like a lichen.
Chill.
Don't touch them.
Oh yeah. How are we gonna do this?
Yeah, they were supposed to show us where the Shadow Moss War is.
And I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so does someone have like I can grab my She told us not to touch it, right? Or was it just not the amber?
She told you not to touch the potion. And if you
Okay,
find any potion, don't touch it.
Okay,
Right.
I'm just gonna go for it and like cut a piece of that moss off and put it in my bag.
It's, do you know what peat moss smells like? It has that really earthy, like,
Don't.
dying greenery scent to it.
Okay.
Like dying leaves on the floor of a greenhouse. That thick, earthy, mulchy smell.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Doesn't seem to be any ill effect from you touching the shadow moss.
Yeah, and Nira's gonna start gathering shadow moss as well.
Okay.
Starting at a different area so that we can cover ground more efficiently.
Spread out. Okay. You
Yeah.
can do that. You all start to fill the bag. You get it about halfway full, and you hear something start to come up out of the water.
I knew this was too easy.
And this creature, massive shelled creature, arises up out of the water and starts to snap at you, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This is the Grotto Guardian. There we go. Oh, I have to roll for him. Okay. Not super great. What'd y'all get?
10.
13.
10. 13. Piera? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh no.
Can't see her either.
6?
No.
I can see her.
I just have her icon.
Oh no.
I've
I can still see her.
lost
That's weird.
camera and sound, so...
No. Alright, hold on. We may have audio problems. Ah, that's alright. It happens. You doing okay, Piera? Okay. We'll go through. You're at the bottom of the initiative, so we'll keep going. All right, Evandris. This thing is huge, and it has 2 massive claws, and you see it draped in moss and seaweed and grasses, and it was just laying in wait, waiting for you.
Yeah. I will cast Weakness.
Okay.
on it.
Okay. So, opposed roll. All right. Oh, God. 9.
Nope.
Oh, that's ugly.
So -1 to strength and dex, and
Yep.
-5 to speed.
Okay. So that takes that down to that. Becomes that, and okay. Oh yeah.
And
Ugh.
for my minor, I will aim at it.
Okay. Very good. I'm just gonna spin him so he comes that way. All right. So major and minor. So then it's this creature's turn. This is a giant swamp crab. It's the guardian of the grotto. Yeah, this thing is nasty looking. So we're gonna go with... Oh, gosh. Hey, I can't read my own writing. Yay! It's gonna come right up here. And, its claws have a 10-foot reach. So it can get to, Anira from here. And it's just gonna try to smack you, like, try to grab at your clothes with its claw. What is your defense? Oh no, did my audio cut out? No! It happens sometimes.
was worried that
Let's
it
go
was my
with food.
internet too.
Woo! I know. I think. Okay, so let's try this again. Well, I want to fight the crab. Let's fight the crab.
Hopefully my other stuff.
All right. So the
Yep.
did we lose our initiative tracker? No, it's still there. Okay, good. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Whoa, that was a thing that happened.
That's okay.
We're here. We're back.
Totally.
Let's fight a giant crab. Anira, this thing is going to come up and snap at you. Now, the question I asked the last time, which is where everything died, is what is your defense?
12.
12. Okay. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
No.
Not allowed. All right, so that's going to be... Okay, I rolled shit. That's going to be 7 points of damage.
Minus my armor. Which
Minus
is
your
4, so
armor?
that would be
Yep.
3.
Okay. So that's that. And it's going to stay there. It has a 10-foot reach, so...
That.
Yep, cool. And it's
That's
your
okay.
turn.
I got magic.
It is your turn, Anira.
Okay, so I am going to go, that hurt, you bastard, and shoot arcane bolt at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me double check. Yeah, it's just an attack.
Okay. Is there an opposed roll, or you just have to hit?
Acrobatics.
Okay. Math. 11.
15.
Ooh, all right.
So 2d6 damage.
Yeah, da-da-da. Yes, we're back. Yay. Hopefully it doesn't die again. I got one more game today. Calm down. Claire.
9.
Ouch. All right. All right.
No doubles,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay. Ow. A little bit of its like shell just like and flies off into the water, and you can see it bob in the stagnant green blue kind of muck. Yeah, I think Cloudflare just died, and that's what happened. So we're gonna
And
take
everything else died.
we're gonna take our blessings while we have it here.
Yep.
Okay, so do you want to move? You could still move.
Are attacks of opportunity a thing in this?
It's opposed, so yes.
No. I'll just stay here and wish I cast rock armor.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Piera.
Okay. How far is he from us right now?
So right now you're out of range. So he's gonna be about 10 yards. He's like 12 yards away.
Okay. Can I have a movement. Can I move out of his way? My speed's 14.
Yeah, you can move out of his way, definitely. So your speed, you divide your speed by half, and that's how many squares you can move.
Okay.
Rogues are fast.
14, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be fun. 4. Is that about 30 feet?
Yeah.
Or do I still have to move a little more?
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Then I'm gonna use my minor and major action to get a crossbow bolt ready and shoot him.
Okay. You can definitely... So a move is a minor action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna get my bolt ready and just wait.
Okay, so you're not going to shoot him right now.
Yeah, because you can do 2 minors, right? And
Right.
then...
Okay, so you weren't loaded. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm remembering this now.
We're figuring it out.
Okay. So, all right. So then it would be back to Evandris.
Yes. I will back off a little as my minor action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will arcane lance this crab in its face.
Okay.
So let's see. $13.
13 will exceed its defense.
And 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. You watch the arcane lance hit it, and it just pew veers off of its shell. It did not. Its shell defense actually deflected all the damage.
And then I will aim at it. No, I moved, so no.
Okay. All right. So this thing is going to submerge. It's going to use both its major and its minor action to submerge back into the water and disappear from sight.
Oh boy, that's fun.
So, Anira, what would you like to do?
We just had the light from the moon, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull that lantern out of the pack and hold it up and see if that can help us see anything.
Okay. So when that lantern swings out, you do see this beam of light, kind of almost like a spotlight or a searchlight, aim right down on where that crab is, and that would let you turn one of your dies into a 6.
Ooh.
To make an attack. But you do have to be holding it in one hand.
That's cool.
Okay.
So whoever's holding it gains that advantage, I guess we'll call it.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I will do, would that be a major or minor action?
It's a minor to pull it out, so you would still have a major.
Right, so I will go ahead and do another arcane bolt at it.
Okay.
$17.
That will do it. It gets a higher defense when it's submerged, but that still hits.
Yeah, it did give me 2 4s when I rolled.
2 4s. Okay, so with that as a stunt on a spell, you could either do fast casting. You could immediately cast another spell. Or you could do imposing spell. And until beginning of your next turn, anyone attempting to make a melee attack against you has to make a willpower courage test.
We'll go with the imposing spell.
Okay. That's really good. Okay.
Especially because it hit me last time.
Yeah, probably, and you're right in front. Yeah, probably fair.
2d6 damage. 6.
6. Okay. All right. It doesn't seem to gain any advantage from being submerged because of that lantern. So it does take the full damage on that. Okay. All right, so that was major and minor, so then it would be Piera's turn.
Okay, so I can't see it, right? Like, it's submerged.
You can see it.
Okay.
You can see it, but it's a tough target right now from where you're standing.
Okay. I'm just gonna go for it. One, I'm gonna use my minor action to aim.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my major to shoot at it.
Okay.
So I get a...
Yeah, +1.
Okay.
On the roll.
Good luck. Okay, oh boy, that was not a good roll at all. That was a 10.
Yeah, unfortunately, that it just he's down in the muck enough that the bolt just kind of veers off as soon as it hits the water. And you do hear like
Yeah, okay.
clacking and making noise down there as you miss.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. So then it would be Evandris.
I can see it.
You can see it, yes.
I will use daze
Okay.
if I am within 10 yards of it. Am I?
You are not.
Okay, then not. Then I will just arcane lance it.
Okay.
15?
Yeah, that will exceed the extra defense that the water gives it. Yep.
Seven points of damage.
Okay. Ouch. You're chipping away at it. That lantern, boy, it's a good thing you got that.
And I will aim.
Okay, and you will aim. All right. It is going to come up out of the water now that it realizes you all seem to know where it's at, which was not what it wanted. And it's going to, so its speed's been reduced, so it's going to move and come over here and snap at you, Evandris. What is your defense?
11.
11. Oof. That's 11 plus 5, so 16. And then damage, I rolled like poop. That's a 6.
Oh, yeah.
Minus your armor. Some armored mages. I gave them extra armor just because we were down players.
Yep.
And you just see it, it's just trying to grab. It doesn't do much other than like kind of get through a little bit of your clothing, but doesn't do a ton of damage, which is good. Okay, so Anira, what would you like to do?
Wish I had more spells. I will take aim and do another arcane bolt.
Okay.
Do I still have the thing from the lantern?
Yes, you do.
Triple sixes.
What?
No lie.
Holy crap.
Good job.
All right. Yeah, geez, spell stunts. You know what? On that, let me look at this real quick.
Dude, that's epic.
That's amazing.
I can take a picture if you want.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. I'm gonna let you
That's almost Yahtzee.
inflict an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay.
Epic.
Because
Kill the crab.
between the lantern light and you just being like, nope, it hits a weakness in the shell.
Okay. I needed to grab an extra d6 for that one.
Yeah. Cool.
13.
Woof. Oh, it's looking bad.
Oh,
It's not
boy.
dead, but it looks really bad. And you hit it, and you just watch, like, pieces of it. It's almost like shrapnel. Like, pieces of it just splinter off and go flying, and there's a smoking hole in its side now.
Watch out for a flying shell.
Good job.
Woo! All right.
That's my turn because that was a minor and major.
That's the nearest turn. So, Piera, you are pretty sure if you can hit, you can kill this thing.
Okay. And I'm in range,
You're
right?
in range.
30 feet?
Yep.
I don't want to move again.
No, it's okay. You're fine.
Okay.
You're in range.
I'm gonna... I make my bolt ready, and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay. I love that. Okay.
Hopefully I can hit him.
But shoot him.
That... Yep. Oh, I did not do very well.
His defense is lower.
Oh no, I did. I forgot. Can add. 15.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Okay, that is. Oh, that's not a lot of damage. That's 6 points of damage.
That will kill it.
Yay!
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 Dead! You just watch her bolt just right where Anira had blown that hole in its armor, and the whole thing just kind of crumples into the muck. And you could probably make dinner out of it if you really wanted to.
I think Pierre is the only one with anything remotely related to a cutting implement.
Okay.
All right, so it is dead.
We killed it. We have the moss.
You get about half of it. You'd still have to spend a few minutes to find the rest of it, because the fire sprites took off when that happened. When this crab came out of the muck.
Okay.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
How... Okay, I guess we want to
heal on myself and
grab the rest of that, right?
It's funny because you kind of remember where the moss was, but you also are out of carrion beetles.
So,
but
6 points of healing for Evandris and 3 for Anira.
Nice. Fire sprites also like crab. And they, after pulling the legs off of it, they will then...
the meat of it.
Yeah. They will then go and light the fire moss back up so you can go gather the rest of it.
Yay.
Yay! It didn't even get a stunt. There was a whole thing where, like, if it got a stunt, it could use the environment to try to trip you up and pull you into the water and drown you.
Nice.
That's cool.
Instead.
So, yeah, and that happened instead. So there you go. You get it out of the muck and you find all the shadow moss and you realize that Poe is just now coming back down out of the wilds, and he's been chewing on what looks like a mouse or something he was eating, and he's hopping around and so you could continue to travel.
The lantern back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't put the lantern back until we finish gathering the shadow moss and set out for the village.
Okay. You can rest or you can go back. You'll be getting back to the village around daybreak.
I think we should head back. Is anyone looking rough?
Well,
No.
the 3 points healed me up to full. I healed you for 6.
Yeah, so...
I'm just low on mana, that's all.
Okay. It's up to you all.
I'm fine.
I'd rather just get this back to the village.
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Okay.
And probably the quicker we get back, the better it is for the village.
And the better rest we get.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the trek back following Poe, it's not fun through the muck and the woods again, but you've already done this once, so you kind of know your way through, even though the wilds, it all kinds of looks the same for the most part. Tired, you're trying to, just keep your eyes open. You feel like you need to, prop them open with your hands at some point, and eventually you do see off in the distance the village, and specifically you see the pyres that are roaring as they burn their dead in the aftermath of this attack. You do not encounter any of the chastened. You do think you maybe see old marks in the trees. They used to carve into the trees, like leaving chalk marks, so that they could track their way through the depths of the forest. But as you come out of the wilds, waiting there, just as Poe flutters down to her, is old Storyanka. Oh, you're not dead. Great. Okay, did you bring it?
Yeah. Here.
Yes, we did.
And she gives Poe something to eat. And he, just, did you trick him? Did you play your trick? Did you do the thing? And he's,
Yes, he played dead and smacked Pierre in the face.
it's the first trick I taught him. Good bird. If you're really nice to him, he'll roll over for you. She takes the bag and spends the next several hours. She's like, this is gonna take a while. Get some sleep.
Gladly.
Okay. She starts to brew the potion. So in the aftermath of that, if you stick around long enough to get some rest and heal up and resupply, you're awoken by the sound of the bird at your window again. Tap, tap, tapping. And you see, you open the window and you see him take off, and you see old Storyanka standing out there handing out bottles of some kind of like bright, it's like almost a reddish orange potion that she is feeding to the infected people. They've set up this like field hospital outside the tavern, and it seems like it's working.
Good.
Yay.
The sheriff comes around with an apology that he can't give you any more reward, but he gives you a couple weeks worth of rations and 100 silver. This is
Each or total?
Total. That's all we've got. But you saved us, and now we know how to counteract this. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Glad we could help.
Great. Yeah, that's it's been a week. I don't ever no more festivals for a while. Every single one of them's cursed. And he kind of totters off, and you get your stuff together, and as old Storyanka gets out to see you off, she be good. Don't go wandering into the wilds.
We won't do that.
No, don't plan on it.
Stick to the road. Oh, and one more thing. Beware the old god if you run across him. He's vengeful. And for just a second when you look at her, you think there's a younger woman standing there. Like a mirage. And she, be good.
Do our best.
And I think that's where we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
So,
Yay!
at least the internet came back long enough for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We could finish it.
So hopefully we can have our next game here in a little less than an hour. I'm gonna go get some dinner. We're gonna play some D&D. And thank you again. We've had more donations come in. Thank you so much again for that. Please make sure you go to our Twitter at terrible_party, enter our giveaway. Donate if you have the ability to. We super appreciate it. We got a lot more going on this weekend. This was just the beginning, and we already survived an internet outage, so yay!
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you to my lovely players who went along with my horrible old lady.
No!
We love her.
She was wonderful.
Bring her back. Bring her
I
back.
might have to. She might become
You're back.
a mainstay. Maybe I can introduce her somewhere else, or maybe if we pick this back up in the future, you'll run across her again. So we will see you all here at 7 p.m. Eastern in just under an hour. And until then, take care, everybody, and be good to each other. Remember that. And we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.